People are secretive about this lifestyle for their own protection and their jobs and their family.
Utah swingers are doctors, dentists, bankers, you name it.
These are very normal, nice, fun people looking for adventure in their life.
A woman I'll call Susan was among them.
It's something that's personal. The only reason I'm sharing it is so that others can see how dangerous that lifestyle is.
She was married 20 years. The last year spent swinging and hooking up at clubs and homes you would never expect.
Hayesville, up in Farmington and Bountiful.
One such house sat in the shadow of the LDS Temple in Bountiful, a site that made this former swinger and member of the LDS Church cringe.
This is fun and exciting for a short time, but it destroys families.
Susan watched swinging tear apart her own marriage and family, one hookup at a time.
There's fighting going on. There's a lot of bickering, a lot of threats.
After 12 months of walking on Utah's wild side, she quit. Her husband did not.
He chose that lifestyle over his family.
Susan admits she shares the blame for a marriage broken apart by the very thing they thought would save it.
We're stuck in a rut and we wanted something new and different.
I think a lot of people also can go into it wanting something deeper in their marriage, or they're just feeling a lull and they're like, I need to spice it up.
Kristen Hodson, a sex and marriage therapist, has seen this midlife crisis play out time and time again. Swingler.com, a place where Utah couples hook up with naughty neighbors, could be the new midlife crisis.
It's bigger than people think it is in Utah.
Susan, a suburban mom and housewife, was oblivious to the world of swinging until she stumbled on the account her husband created for them. That's where she says Utah swingers hang out and plan meet and greets at seemingly normal backyard barbecues.
They were like, well, if you're not interested in it, that's okay. Come and hang with us, and we think you're a great couple. We think you're really fun. And then they kind of push it on you.
Susan agreed to give swinging a try, but with some ground rules.
When either one of us is done with this lifestyle, we would just say stop.
And that didn't happen.
That didn't happen.
She says an affair ended their year of swinging when she tested positive for gonorrhea. Her husband, she says, brought the STD home after stepping out alone with a woman, a sin for swingers who go into the lifestyle as a couple.
You're not leaving your spouse, you're doing it together, you're agreeing, it's honest, it's transparent. And so that's why it can seem like it's not cheating.
That's what they want you to believe. They tell you that, especially with LDS couples.
Susan told me she agreed to swing because she hoped it would breathe new life into her marriage.
I had gained some weight, and I believe I wasn't like I was 20 years before when he met me. And so I felt that if I gave him this, I would save my marriage.
And for a short time, Susan thought maybe her husband was right. The adrenaline rush and late night parties were fun.
That it's a full-blown orgy.
For a lot of people, this can be a fantasy, but a lot of fantasies are best left in the fantasy realm and never taken into the reality realm.
What they don't tell you is that not everyone will find a buddy at a party where spouses meet to swap.
You're almost like in 5th grade and you weren't picked for a team. That's kind of like what I felt like, and but yet my partner was.
Susan says she turned to drinking to get up the courage to continue swinging with her husband.
6 months into this lifestyle, my eyes started to open.
One house party in particular made her stop and think. She says after the host children woke up mid-party and witnessed what was happening.
2 children came down and we were shocked, and I told my husband that I couldn't stay and I wanted to leave. And they came, followed us out, and said, that's okay, they're still young, they're 5 and 6, they don't remember anything, they've seen a lot. And that upset me, and I never, ever went back.
Hodson says adults of all backgrounds have to set their own boundaries.
If they feel something missing, to really explore that before jumping into alternative lifestyles that they may or may not know very much about.
If you feel that you need to show your love by having sex with somebody else, I would think twice, because no man or woman that loves their spouse would want to engage in sex with another person. I don't think I'll ever be totally healed from the choices I've made.